So what I want to know is, when we buy sea salt in the shops, do they just boil water away, or is there something more to it? Philip Tanswell produces salt from seawater on a very big scale.
Nice work if you can get it, and you can get it if you try.
And here we have down below our main seawater feed pipe. It's able to pump 80,000 litres of seawater per hour, so it's...
So you really don't want to be swimming past that. All that seawater ends up in these tanks. That's a lot of water to boil off. You can't do that with a camping stove. You need one of these, a steam evaporator. So Phil, this is what I made this morning. That's my salt.
Oh dear.
Is all this kit basically just doing this but on a bigger scale?
What you've done there, you've made salt fairly poorly now, so there we go.
What are you saying?
Well, look at it. There's no structure there. There's no sort of nice flaky crunchy bits in there.
My camping stove boiled all the water away, but this is a very clever bit of kit. It doesn't evaporate all the water.
It's too darn hot.
It stops at the crucial moment. The water now contains 25% salt. It's super salty brine.
It's as salty as brine can get. Any more salt in, it will start to form the crystals.
The highly concentrated brine is then transferred to these evaporation tanks just before the salt crystals have a chance to form. So this is where the magic happens. You can actually watch them growing. If you look really closely, you see the little speck where it's just started, and they kind of seem to team up with other crystals.
It's almost better than television, isn't it?
These lamps produce a gentle heat that slowly evaporates the water. The sodium chloride that's already dissolved in the water is eventually forced out, forming crystals of salt.
We want nice, big, flaky crystals to form on the surface of the brine. You can see the salt dropping down through, which just sort of shows it's time for some harvesting, I think.
Excellent. So we just dig it out?
Yep, we'll go and get some shovels and dig it out.
As the seawater evaporates, other minerals, including calcium and magnesium, start to crystallize too. But they'll spoil the taste of the salt. So this is the critical moment. The salt crystals must be scooped out of the water now.
If we were to evaporate the water all the way down onto that salt, it'd have a very bitter taste.
So the stuff that I made down on the beach, that probably had all of the bits, all the other bits and pieces, the magnesium, the calcium left behind, and that's why it didn't taste so good.
Exactly.
The salt is left to drain, and then it's dried, ready for packaging. Next stop, my chips.
When I get so hungry, I'm such a hungry man.
The big question, though, is this any better than the stuff that I made? Let's have a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Do, 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 boom.